Under the same roof, we share the love, embracing the differences like hand in glove. Spreading peace and joy, it's a beautiful sight. Together we shine in each other's light. And now do we stand in love's pure might, watching the world share in love and light. Hearts beating as one in our peaceful flight. Colors of harmony painting the night. Now do we stand in love's pure might.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Watching the World. We have quite the show for you tonight. What do you guys think about what happened this week in regards to the young lady that was unalived in regards to this whole shooting that happened in Minnesota? Well, tonight we're going to get to the bottom of it. We have Mama Flips here, and she is not having it when it comes to this subject. A lot of people are trying to say, including the president of the United States, the vice president. They're pointing fingers at the young lady, but not everyone in the United States and around the world agree with that mentality when it came to the young lady. Let's see what Mama Flips has to say about that tonight. Welcome in tonight. As you come in, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. We welcome each and every one of you. We look forward to hearing from you in regards to your thoughts in regards to this sensitive matter. We only ask that you try to be peaceable amongst each other and definitely do not move for violence. Let's welcome in Mama Flips. How are you? You might be muted. Muted.
Apologies. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. So how are you doing?
It's been a rough week. It's been a rough week. Work-wise is okay, but it's just been a really bad week. I think what happened in Minnesota really hit me hard, especially as an advocate of GVB, which is pew violence for more than 12 years, 13 years. And it's it's a very difficult week because of what happened. Yeah.
Right. What is your position in regards to how it all occurred? Do you think there was any type of terroristic activity on her part?
No, there wasn't any terrorist activity on her part. First of all, I watched the videos, and what I don't understand is what people can't see. I mean, it's not very difficult to see what actually happened. So I watched several videos, and I watched it from several angles before I even made a determination of what happened. So it's very clear that if you look at the videos, you could see that the young lady, they were instructing her to move. Okay. There's so much information that's coming out right now that is crazy. It looked like they were instructing her to move. If you look at the beginning of the video, you could see that she was waving them past in front of her car. One of the vehicles actually passed her and kept it moving. It was the second vehicle that went up to her and told her, and I heard him telling her to get out of the car, or to get out the car. Now, I don't know about most people, but I know about me. If I don't know you, I don't give a damn what time you're on. I am not going to immediately get out the car. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't know you. But even if she would have gotten out of the car, you could see her trying to back up the car, right? Steer the wheel away from the two terrorists, because she wasn't the terrorist. They are the two ICE terrorists. One of them came beside her car. The other one, as she turned the wheel, he stepped in from the left-hand side. Because if you look at you, she stepped in on the left-hand side. It looked like he's the first one that actually pew-pewed the window. And you could see how close to the edge the window is. Anybody who've had multiple accidents, and I've had multiple accidents, you could tell by impact where the trajectory of whatever happened, whether it's the trajectory of the car, whether it's the trajectory of the pew pew, you know where they were standing. You understand? If he was directly in front of her, the pew pew wouldn't be so far on the left hand side of the driver's seat. And then the other fool, the other asshole, the other unaliver, because I got to be careful because we on TikTok, actually pew pew twice on the driver's side seat. You could see the videos of so many different levels, you know, but we have a lot of people, including the clown in the White House and his cohort, are saying that it was her attempt to get away or to hurt the ICE agent. Now, the latest I heard is that his foot is hurt, right? She squashed his foot. So how are we walking away without even a limp? There's videos of him walking away without a limp. You hear him doing all of this without any kind of pain whatsoever. Okay, you see all of this. But at the end of the day, if I was to be graceful, give grace, I would say, all right, let's wait until we see ICE cam. There's a law that says that the ICE is supposed to wear live camera in interaction. Everywhere to go. It's a law. Where's the camera? Where's the video? Why are they sharing it? Why are they not sharing the video? If he was attacked so much and he was right, where's the video? Where's the cam? Where's everything? Why are we seeing everybody else's video? Because let me tell you something. If this, we could tell by the MAGA community, by the MAGA government, by the Republican, if somebody was wrong, the first thing we will see the video, we would see the report. You understand what I'm saying? But we're not seeing all of that. Also, why is it the FBI came and took over, right? Unaliving of one female in Minnesota, and then they shut down the Minnesota, the district attorney general, and also the police officers that has jurisdiction. That has never happened before. What's his name? Kyle Richardson, whatever that fool, the one that unalived the 2 or 3 Black Lives Matter. Everybody was involved in that, including the attorney general, district attorney, and including the police officers. They were involved in almost every single case where somebody's unalived. Everybody's in jurisdiction. Everybody's involved. Everybody knows. They may not agree at the end of the day, but they all are involved. So what are we hiding? What are we not hiding? But we have clowns that are on social media, and we have clowns that are that wants to believe that this one female caused this incident when she was deliberately unalive. And here's the thing that I'm finding out that's so very interesting, right? There is a lot more story coming out about this young lady. Apparently she's not only is she white tea, because God forbid if she was African American, she was black, we wouldn't even be getting this much information. If she was black, they would lay her out and call it a day, just like they did with most of our black sisters that get unalive in their home, in the streets, whether it's by officials or not. We wouldn't get this stuff, but she's white tea, so we're getting more information. I'm hearing that she just dropped off her 6-year-old son. That's why she was in the area. I'm hearing that she's also a Christian, and she's white tea. So my thing is, at the end of the day, is what is the white tea people going to do about it? You see, because us blacks, we can't do nothing for y'all. We can't do nothing for y'all. I appreciate that Minnesotans are now coming out and they're doing the protests and everything. And I hope they kick behind through the whole week and next week until they get their justice, until they get the video cam. We need the video cam. We need the ICE video cam. But the rest of us who's black and brown, what you want us to say to you? There's nothing that we can say. I mean, I feel horrible that this happened to the young lady. I feel horrible that there's nothing for us to do, because guess what? The way they're not listening to you guys, and you guys are white, they ain't listening to us. They don't give a damn about our opinions. They don't care what we have to say. Even if we were to march in front of everybody else, they'll be like, forget them. Do you understand? So what is the white people going to do about this? That's what I want to know.
I just want to jump in for a second. I just want to clear the air. When it came to the officer, the reason why he had stitches, he was hurt, that happened in an incident about 6 months ago.
Yes.
And so it's not tied to this incident. Nope. Okay, so let's get it clear.
So yes,
he was hurt
he got
before,
attacked.
so that's what made him
6
very
months
gun
ago.
happy. Okay, all right.
Apparently, he was attacked by, according to the reports, and these are all reports. Y'all guys could go to Fox News because Fox News is also reporting the same thing. We're not the only one that's reporting. Go check out Fox News. Fox News report the same thing. Apparently, this guy who was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and they identify him and they showing his video and his photo. And I hope they find him, his family, where he works and everything like that. I hope they make his life a miserable hell. That's what I want. Until justice has happened, until we see the video and see exactly what happened, he needs not to live in Minnesota. He needs to carry his family and move the hell out of the neighborhood. If it was me, if they were living anywhere in my neighborhood, they wouldn't be here for long. I can tell you right now. First of all, allegedly, he got attacked by an immigrant 6 months before. And this is why he's tickle happy with the pew pew. But he didn't even care to even see that you're shooting one of your own. And this is the problem we have, because I promise you they wouldn't have even the grace. And let's just say he was right. First of all, you're not supposed to unalive anybody who's in a vehicle, period. First of all, it's causing danger because that car, all right, it's taught in New York. I don't know if it's taught in Minnesota and any of the red states. In the New York and Brooklyn, you know you're not, the officer is not supposed to be shooting after a car. We all know this, right? Because the fact is that a car is supposedly a deadly weapon. Once you pew pew the car, it could cause any type of damage. The car ran into another car and ran into a pole. That means that car could have caused additional damage to anybody. But of course, it didn't care. So if you can't pew pew after a car. And then if she did move the car, even in Sean, remember the incident that happened with Sean that was unalived in New York? It caused a ruckus. He was going to his wedding, and he allegedly attempted to hit the police officers. It was years ago, and I forgot his name. I know his first name is Sean. I met the family years ago. This is the clearest case of the difference between that case is a clear case difference between this case and that case, because in that case they did a whole, even though the family and everybody in the community felt it was wrong to unalive them. In that case, at least the officers had to say, oh, okay, the car hit an officer leg. They had video, they had testimony. Right now we have nothing. We have nothing at all. We have no testimony, no nothing. We have no video. We're supposed to just trust.
His name was Sean Bell. Sean Bell.
Sean Bell, his family, God rest his soul. And then after all of this, let's just say she did hit the guy, and he felt so endangered in his life that he put himself in front of the car. Why did they say no to her getting medical service? Why couldn't the doctor come and give her medical service? One thing we do know, except if you're black, right? When you are hurt, they are required to give service. It's a requirement. Even when you take the any class that you take when it comes to involvement of someone getting hurt, any class you take, you know you're supposed to offer aid. Even in case of war, you're supposed to offer aid. So you mean to tell me the officers had a right to tell that doctor not to touch her? Not to offer aid, not to find out if she's alive? And everybody's okay. All of MAGA is okay with it. This is what's interesting. You guys are so okay with it. But that's your people. That's your people. That's your white tea people. You understand what I'm saying? And you think this is the only case? It's not going to be the only case. I promise you. You see that now they tickle happy? It's going to be more of y'all that's going to get taken out. It's going to be more of y'all that's going to be taken out. And the rest of us are going to be sitting here like, I don't know what you want us to do. I don't know what you want the rest of us to do except for sympathize and empathize. Because if you guys don't give a damn about Renee Nicole Good, then whatever comes to you in the future, you deserve. Do you understand? Because that's your white tea women. You understand what I'm telling you? It's not us. We have absolutely nothing. You have white tea freaking men who are retard, excuse my language, YouTube and TikTok, who are special ed, excuse me, all the special ed children of the world, I don't mean no disrespect, that don't even have the training enough to handle a situation, to unalive somebody that could have been their daughter, they could have been their sister, they could have been their aunt, and they just walk away. This guy should not live comfortably in our society. They know who he is. They know what he looked like. It's on and popping. It's on and popping. They need to take care of business. If they do not show the videos, if they do not show the ICE videos, his video, the video of the guy that pew-pewed the 2 shots on the left-hand side, if they do not show the videos, then that means that it's a damn cover-up, and they know exactly what they did to that young lady. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because there's no reason that video shouldn't be out.
Okay, so let's push through this a little bit, right? Number one, if you go back to Nick Shirley's video where they go to the Leering Center, talking about the Somalians and the fraud, right?
Yes,
when he goes to the building, a white lady walks up and she's like, "It's ICE. Don't open your doors. It's ICE."
Of course.
So evidently they have a ground game of individuals that are, even in this video, somebody's blowing a whistle to alert people that ICE is there. So they have some organized way of trying to let people know ICE is here so they can get away, or to that effect, right? So let's walk through it. People are saying she should not have been there trying to inhibit ICE from the beginning, and so much so that she has her car cat a corner and she's blocking traffic. What would you say to that individual that's pushing back?
According to her ex-husband, and this is why we need investigation and not by the FBI that's covering up this bullshit. According to her husband, she dropped off a 6-year-old child at a school nearby and she was on her way home, according to her ex-husband. Now, you tell me something. Now, it's not her current husband. Currently, she's married to a wife, right? It's her ex-husband that is reporting this. You understand what I'm saying? Most of us know, depending on what relationship we have with our exes, most of the time, our exes is not going to lie for us. You understand? Going social media. Why would the ex-husband say that my ex-wife was dropping off my son and she was on his way home? Nobody know why that person was there. Do you understand what I'm saying? So at least we get evidence to find out why she was there. But even if she was there, even if she parked the car, they told her to move the car. Do you understand what I'm saying? Move your car. So she's moving. It's almost like there was an incident, and I forgot which incident, where somebody got hurt. There was a very profile incident where one person, I think it was the person that his girlfriend was in the car. I don't remember which. He was a black male, and they pew-pewed him in the car, and his girlfriend was in the car. And unfortunately, there's so many victims, I forgot their name. Where the reason why this incident happened is because one cop was telling him to place his hand on the wheel, and the other cop over here was yelling to give me your license. Right? There were 2 cops. One was saying, place your hand on the wheel. The other one was saying, give me your license. As soon as he reached there, pew-pewed him. Do you understand what I'm telling you? So you have one person saying move, the other person saying to get out the car. At the end of the day, I don't give a damn what she did. I don't care if she was part of the movement. I don't care if she had her car parked there. I don't care what it is. The fact of the matter is that this freak should not have unalived them. They shouldn't have shot. If they are going, even if I would give a courtesy to say, oh, you feared for your life, that you pew-pewed her through the window. What is this fool on the second side doing pew-pew on 2 times? What was that about?
So let me ask you this question, right? And I'm just trying to get through the whole entire process.
I'm sorry.
There are people. No, it's okay. There are people on the side of the street that are yelling at ICE and calling them names. You could just see it in some of the frames, right? Probably has nothing to do with her, but it could. Well, so it's very tense out there, right? So let's say before this happened, she was having exchanges with the ICE individuals. Would that make a difference to you?
No, it wouldn't make a difference to me because I've been outside. I've been protesting for my entire life. I confronted officers. Officers confronted me. So no, it doesn't make a difference. The fact of the matter is she was unarmed. The only reason someone should unalive another person if your life was in danger, she was unarmed. And at the end of the day, I watched the videos. I saw the videos prior. You understand what I said? They have videos. You don't hear her. You hear them. Right? You hear the officers, right? You see one car back and you see the officers coming in and trying to drag her out of the car. Do you understand what I'm saying? How do we know that she wasn't trying to move over the park for them? We don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, let's just think about everybody else's reactions there. You had neighbors come out of their houses. Did you hear the crying? Did you hear the tears? Did you see the emotion? You understand? You have black and white people out there freaking the hell out. You can't tell me all of them was part of a protest. You had neighbors coming outside. Everybody's saying the same thing. They unalive this woman deliberately. If you don't want to see, if you don't care about her, you care about the officer, you care about the car, you care about all that. What about the neighbors? Did you guys hear the videos? Did you hear the trauma? Did you hear the pain of the people that was there? Everyone is saying the same thing. Everybody's crying outside. Everybody's freaking out. Nobody paying attention. Nobody cared. Y'all don't care. But at the end of the day, that's your sister. Y'all the one that put this mofo in office. That's your girl. That's your sister. That's your aunt. That's your people. Y'all don't give a damn about nobody whatsoever. Y'all voted for this. Y'all the one that has the blood in your hands. You understand what I'm saying? He killed one of y'all. He killed one of y'all. So I don't want to hear nothing from any MAGA white tea person because y'all allowed this to happen. Y'all did that. Yeah, we didn't do it. 94% of us and 84% of our black men, we knew what time it was. You understand? I said, we knew this day would come because this day has been coming for us every single day since we were children. But for y'all to sit there and allow this mofo in the White House and his compadre and his clown of a vice P to come out here and tell you guys when y'all see this video on every single angle, y'all justifying this girl unalivement? Y'all think it's okay?
Okay,
y'all, y'all nuts. Good luck to y'all. Good luck to y'all, because we're going to be fine. We, black folks, we're going to be fine because we ain't stupid. We know what time it is. That's why we walking very carefully. We've been walking, but let me tell you something. We've been walking very carefully since November 5th. I know we have. We've been walking careful since November 5th. You see, look around at black folks. Most black folks, unless they want to be clowning around and want to be smiling at somebody's face, most of us, we going about our business. We taking care of our kids. We going to work. We doing what we're supposed to do. We not involved in too much of nothing. You know why? Because y'all run the world. Y'all run it. Y'all got Congress. Y'all got the House. You got the Senate. You got the presidency. And you got the Supreme Court. We are minding our damn business. Every once in a while, a few of us brothers and sisters come outside and show our face and be like, yo, support me. I'm out here. I'm reporting on everything. But at the end of the day, we are minding our goddamn business. So if y'all want to allow this administration to kill your people, don't come to us. Don't tell us crap. Because we ain't got shit to tell y'all. I'm sorry.
So what do you say? What do you say for the point that the officer rolled up on her and told her to stop, and she started backing up?
She backed up because they told her to move at first. You are panicked. You are panicked. Even me, and I'm a strong black woman in New York. When I see a cop coming behind me, you get jittery. You get you get panicked, even though you know for a fact that you didn't do anything. I know for a fact if I'm in behind a car, I've been stopped on traffic a lot of time. My initial reaction is to pull over. I don't stop in the middle of the road and have a cop try to come. But you have these fools, these terrorists, they're not even in dress blues. They're not even officers. These psychopaths with masks coming to your car. Obviously, she had fear. But at the end of the day, she was waving them. She had the car. You had one freaking car. You had one of them move around her. How is she supposed to know when she's telling them, go ahead, yeah, you guys could go ahead. She over here just coming from, she said, go ahead. I can just see her. You can see her hand. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, y'all can pass. And all of a sudden, the fool decides he wants to, and she's supposed to do what? But again,
okay,
whatever she did that day did not deserve them to unalive her.
All right.
She did.
So I want to show you the front angle, right? I tried to post it, but YouTube,
they're gonna keep pulling it down.
They won't let me be great. So anyway, we're gonna try to play it now, and I want you to see the front angle, right?
Yep.
And how she almost hit the officer. Okay.
Okay, that's what they're saying.
So let's slow it down and pay close attention. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You do your thing, but I'm here to, keep asking you these important questions. All right. So let's go.
Okay, they're approaching.
Yeah,
okay.
This is ICE agents.
Okay, so everybody look to the far right of the screen, okay? And look at the blinking lights.
Pulling up here. The vehicle is...
You see that?
I see.
Pay close attention. Look,
I'm paying attention.
No.
I saw.
All right, here we go.
The vehicle is...
Boom, you see him? You see how she almost hit him? She actually, like he's hit a little bit. Watch it.
Agents just pulling up here. The vehicle is...
See that?
Yeah, but she didn't hit him. With all the I don't know which video you talking about. All the videos that I saw.
No. I'm talking about this one, but I'm gonna go through them all tonight.
You have to remove the comments. You see the comments right there? I can't see.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
That's very.
The comments if you want me to look at it.
Okay, I didn't know that. So let's get rid of that. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Thank you for that observation. All right. Here we go. Check it out. I want you to see this.
Mm-hmm.
It's just pulling up here. The vehicle is...
You see that? Watch it again. I'm gonna keep playing it till you get it.
Keep playing it.
Here. The vehicle is
lower
right there.
And it happens so fast that it's...
Wait a minute.
It takes...
Excuse me. Do you see when it was hit? If she allegedly hit him, it's because after he shot her.
Okay,
look. After that's when the car got out of control, not prior. Look at the video again.
All right, no, I'm gonna keep playing it till we can get a clear understanding here. All right, pay attention. All right, watch this.
Agents just pulling up here.
He pulled up.
Okay, so he's basically in front of her. Okay, check this out.
I'm looking.
You see that?
But he's not in front of her. If he was in front of her, he wouldn't have been able to be on the side.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Okay. I'm going to play this one more time. You're going to keep talking while I pull up the next frame, okay?
You can play it 10,000 times if you want to.
No. I want you to talk while I go find the next video so that we keep the crowd entertained. We're here to entertain.
Yes, I'm sorry. As you can see, and you have to see the video, the first video besides this one.
I'm going to show them all. I'm going to show everything we could find, okay?
So,
but first off,
you showed it 3 times. Can we go to the one that shows in the back?
Okay, but let me show this one more time to be clear, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't think he has to jump out of the way or she hits him? You don't see any of that?
No, I don't. I'm not saying that the car didn't touch him. I'm saying that he already shot the window by the time the car hit him, because there's other videos that already indicates that he was on the far left-hand side and that he did not hit her. She did not hit him. And there's several witnesses that was there that said, because we're not only doing just video, right? We have several angles, but we also have videos that's neighbors that says that she did not hit him. He was on the left-hand side. So it looks to me from the videos that I saw, this particular video is when the car got in control after he shot her.
We're gonna go through it all tonight, even what the protesters are saying on the street. But look at it one more time. I want to be clear, all right?
ICE agents just pulling up here.
Okay, so can you see the man?
Yeah, I see the man right there. I see him.
Okay. Do you think is that his body covering some of her car, the front end?
No, I don't see. Move it just slowly.
Okay, so when I go back, notice that,
move it forward. Slowly move it. Is there a way to slowly move it forward? Okay, so you see the car, right?
Okay, hold on.
All right.
The vehicle.
You see that?
Yeah, I see it. Now look at when where was the gun? Where is his hand?
Over the hood. You can see his hand right over top of the hood right here at this frame.
Okay, after he shot her.
I think he's actually shooting her at this point right now.
No. He shot her already, because as you can see the way the car almost immediately you can see the way the car just steered towards him.
We'll capture that in the next frame. I just want to focus on this.
I know. I'm going to tell you. It looks like I'm going to tell you the same thing. The reason why the car went that way is because he shot her. Look, He shot her already. She didn't hit him prior to him shooting the car. He shot her already. He was walking. He was on the left-hand side of her. He was trying to get the door open, right? You understand what I'm saying? One of them was trying to get the other door open. The other one was going through the left-hand side of her because they both was on the left-hand side.
Okay, I'm letting you argue what the media is saying. So let's just get it clear. And I want it to be. Well, one of the things that they're saying is that at this point here, this is what led me to the video. People are saying that he basically was in front of the car. She nudged him as she was driving by. So I just want you to give your angle. I'm showing you the angle, so we're arguing every point. All right.
Okay, I see that angle.
Okay, so we're gonna go now. Now you continue talking. I'm gonna pull up the next.
Based on my understanding of the shootout. Oh, I'm sorry. Now I'm pointing. I'm sorry. Based on my understanding, where you see how you're saying that he hit her, right? Where was the bullet? I'm sorry. Where was the pew pew? I don't want to say certain things because my life is probably going to get restricted on TikTok. You have to see exactly where the pew pew landed in the window, right? If she hit him, right, with the car, then the pew pew would not have landed in the window at that spot. It wouldn't have landed that way. Do you understand what I'm saying? She would have been able to knock him out of the way where he wouldn't have been able to pew pew her if she hit him, because there was no way. If the tip was he wouldn't have had enough chance to actually, because you could see him. There was one video where you could see him taking the lifting up the pew pew. You understand what I'm telling you? There's no way he would have been able to lift up the pew pew and shot that area if she hit him. It wouldn't have happened. She could have knocked him out of the way, and he would have probably not been able to get that pew pew in that hole in the front window. You have to see it. Are you showing me Newsmax?
All right, so
are you showing me Fox News?
We're just focusing on the video, so okay, let's
Go ahead, I'm listening, so I can laugh at you.
Okay. So this is the point. Okay. So
you with me? Yeah, I'm with you. I'm watching. I've been watching it all week since it happened. Okay. She's backing up. You see how she backed up, right? You see how she backed up. Where was he? Where's the second guy?
Very quickly, we're going to try to get to a point where we can maybe slow this down and show you some still shots. But as Randy was saying, we see all of the agents standing in the street, nobody on the ground. Again, that is the perspective from behind, and we've watched it several times. So again, that vehicle the woman was in is...
Okay, all right. So there you have it there. I'll go back one more time.
Until you go back. She backed up. Look, where was he?
Very quick.
Both of them.
He was not in front of the vehicle.
Yes, both of them is right there. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not crazy.
He was off to the side.
Yes,
it's very clear.
It's very clear.
But
I'm not losing it. Even if she hit him, I'm telling you, I'm making it clear to everybody. Even if she did him in the car, they had no right to unalive
all right,
her.
So he's telling her to stop. Okay.
She back up the car, right? And she turns the wheel, right? And both of them is on the left-hand side of the car. If y'all don't believe me, just look and see where the pew-pew projectile hit the window.
So listen, at this point, though, he's directly in front of her vehicle. You see that?
Where is he directly in front of the vehicle?
Right here. Look.
That's him. Okay, that's one of them. Go ahead.
The shooter is directly in front of her vehicle, no doubt about it. She evidently turns her wheel all the way to the right.
to get out of here, to get out, to get
But
prevented
look,
from
but
hitting
let's
him.
watch it. Let's watch it.
I'm
Okay,
watching.
so look,
I'm
he
watching.
has his. Yeah, it's for the sake of the audience, though.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you said you wanted me to still
No,
talking.
no, I'm talking to everybody too.
Okay,
So
go ahead.
yeah, I'm not trying to annoy you. Okay, so
Okay,
anyway,
I'm already annoyed. I'm staying annoyed. That's okay. Go ahead.
so his gun is pointing at her already.
Exactly.
So she's probably in fear. To be honest with you, look at this.
No,
Watch this.
I don't think his gun.
Look,
he already.
He's
ahead,
already pointed. I'm gonna go back. Okay, I'm gonna go back and show you. You see his gun there, right in front of her. He's standing in front of her with the gun. See right there, boom.
Yeah, but here's my thing: if she hit him, why did the bullet hit the exact area where she was sitting in the front? Did you see the photo of where the actual bullet hit the sorry, I'm not trying to get in trouble, where it hit the actual window? I don't know, maybe you could do a Google search of where the bullet actually hit the window so you could see exactly.
Yeah, but you know what though, from the angle, she does turn her wheel, but he's standing
backed up and turned her wheel. She had no intention of hitting him. She backed up and turned the wheel. She had no intention of hitting him. You understand what I'm saying? She didn't try.
But here's my question. Would he know that she's cutting her wheel when he's standing in front of her?
He would know when she was backing up. All the cars
back up. When he's coming forward and you're standing there in the instant of the moment, right? And she's coming forward from his vantage point. I'm just asking questions to keep the conversation going.
Yes.
Would he know that she's not going to plow right into him?
He would know if he was trained. Yes, he would know. He would know it's just by the
reaction. So let's
right there. Her backing up and her continue just doing. You could see her backing up. You could see her turn the wheel. If he's that close to her, as we supposed to guess, he's that close.
Give me a minute. I have a better video with all the sound. Let me pull that up. This right here is just not working. So just give me a moment. I'm going to go back. You could keep going. I'm going to pull this up.
That's what I'm saying. The fact is the proper one. If he wasn't so in fear in his mental facility, and I don't think he was in fear of her or in fear of the car, I think that any situation would have had him unaliving somebody, because that's how desperate he is. You understand what I'm saying? But if he was anybody else, I think they would have noticed that she backed up the car, because you would have heard the car back up most likely, but you would have seen the car back up.
ICE is shooting innocent women in the head. End this bullshit now. Is this a police?
Sorry about that. Give me 1 second. Okay, so let's have it. This one here, you'll hear more. Okay, let's get to it.
Okay, go ahead.
In America,
this is the actual officer allegedly that took her life right here.
ICE is shooting innocent women in the head. End this bullshit now. Is this a police state run by hate? America is guilty.com.
Shame! Look at you. He hurt, right?
Okay, so let's check it out.
Okay, I'm listening. Look at the car that passed.
Okay, so already he's telling her get out of the effing car as he's approaching. Okay, so now we have some sound and context. All right.
Yeah.
So she's backing up. He told her get out of the effing car. She starts backing up, right?
Okay.
So he's standing in front of the car, but she cuts her wheel so she doesn't hit him.
Yeah.
But my question is, would he know that though?
Yes, he would know that.
And I'm not saying it's right that he shot. I'm not making that. I'm just
saying that he would know that. Anybody would know. You would see somebody steering away from you. You would see that. You would see somebody steering. You would see instantaneously. You have flight or fight. You would see if somebody's going to hit you. You're going to see somebody's going to pew you. You will see that instantaneously, and then you make a decision. He made the decision to unalive this woman because he intentionally wanted to do it.
Okay, so give me a moment. Let's go through the whole thing. Okay, and then we're gonna get it from another angle that's gonna be even clearer. So
okay, go ahead.
No! Shame! Shame! Oh my fucking God!
And he could, by the way, he could have shot his he could have shot the other agent also, by the way. He could have shot the other agent also.
You're fucking criminals!
Look at this.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Okay, so now I'm gonna pull it up from another angle as well. All right.
Hey
So
guys,
just give me
sorry, last week
one.
everybody's. Guests, we're gonna I'm gonna start accepting guests later on today. Right now we're on another show, so please come in. I will accept guests so we can have a conversation after this show.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood!
Three shots.
What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck?
All right, so now you have some context. I'm gonna pull up some other video, but you can go ahead and now
What
we
I'm
can speak
saying
from
is that
point.
the reaction of everyone who was there. How is multiple people that was there saying, "What the f? You unalived her"? How is multiple people? How is multiple people? How is multiple people devastated right now? How is multiple people sitting there screaming and saying that you unalive her, you unalived her, you unalived her? How is multiple people saying that? There's too much credible evidence that they intentionally unalived this woman. There's too much credible evidence. There's too much thank you for saying Sean Bell. There's Sean Bell. There's too much credible evidence indicating that he unalived them and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, several things that's in place. He intentionally unalived her. We have no video. The FBI took over the case without even involving the district attorney office, attorney general, or the governor, the mayor, the police officer. They just took over the case. There's a law that says the ICE agent are supposed to have their video cam on. We need to see the video cam. If they are so sure that she tried to hit this officer, we have several agents there that would have a video of that incident. Several of them. Release the video. Release the video. Release the video. And that's all we're saying. First of all, even if somebody was going to try to hit you with a car, I mean, even who was it? It was so funny that Governor Santos, even he's coming out and say that doesn't he have, even he who has a law that says that if protesters block your way, that you could actually use your vehicle to move the protest out of the way. Even he's coming out and saying that what happened to that young lady was wrong. You have several Republicans, several MAGA people. I would say Republican because MAGA is the one that kissed Donald Trump behind. So anything he does is fine. So I would say several Republicans are coming out and saying what happened was wrong, right? So, even if she allegedly hit him, that doesn't dictate that she should have been unalived with 3 bullets in her face. It doesn't. So even if that was the case, even if I was going to give some grace and say, oh, because he feared for his life, he pupiled her. The way the bullet hit we have to see where the bullet landed so that you could see exactly what happened. You understand what I'm saying? He was not there in front of the car by the time he actually pew-pewed the bullet. But again, like I said, that's their sisters. If they're willing to allow this man to pew-pew one of theirs, that's on them. The rest of us, we just going to sit back and we're going to watch and see if she gets justice.
All right, let's play this here.
The world country now.
We can't hear it.
You can't hear it at all?
I can hear it a little bit, but not too much. I don't know if anybody else could hear it. Can you raise it a little bit?
while the draft dodger was playing golf, right? You know how I know we're a third world country? Because in third world countries, you want to know something? I'll give you a quote. We're a third world country now. You want to know why? I'm an expert. I've been to them. I spent 17 months in Southeast Asia while the draft dodger was playing golf, right? You know how I know we're a third world country? Because in third world countries, they have the military doing their police work in the cities when you walk around. I was in the Philippines the day Ferdinand Marcos declared martial law and went under dictatorship. We went from nobody to a guy with a machine gun on every corner. That's what happens in a dictatorship. In comes the military. That's what's happening here. And people better wake up to it. You want to read something? Then read your history of Germany and start comparing the tactics of what happened in 1930s Germany to what's happening here. Read history. You learn from history. Anytime you have the loss of life that needlessly happens, that's tragedy. And what occurred yesterday.
All right. What do you think about that?
So apparently, I think it's crazy, but did we see the development news that federal agent has unalived 2 people in Portland, Oregon? Apparently, there's is an escalation. But go ahead. What I think is the fact that he's right. This is a third world country, but the American people voted for a third world country. American people voted for that. Overwhelmingly, the American people voted for this. Is at the end of the day is a sad tragedy, and I hope the family, the loved ones get the justice that they deserve and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, y'all the one that helped unalive that Renee Nicole. Y'all the one that did it. So y'all go ahead, keep playing stupid games if y'all want to. More of you guys is going to unalive. That's it, because they don't see the difference. You see, a lot of you guys was voting for it thinking that they were only going to come for black and brown bodies, right? Oh, first it was like, oh, they're only going to come for the immigrants. It's not a big deal. They shouldn't be here in the United States of America. We shouldn't be paid for them. They should stay in their own country. They should come in here legally. The Latino was like, oh, they're not really coming for us. They're coming from the Mexicans because, the Mexicans is bringing in the rugs and the gangs and stuff like that. Then it expanded to all Mexican. Then the Haitian people was like, oh, they're not coming for us. They're only coming from the Mexican. Then it extended to the Mexican. And then after that, then it became, then they started coming for the Venezuelan. Then they started coming for Somalian and stuff like that, right? But as long as it was black and brown people, right, it was no problem. it was no problem. Now they're coming from y'all, okay? Yeah, they're coming from a white tea Christian woman with a 6-year-old child. That's what they're coming from. And we're going to hear more about Renee Nicole, right? We're going to hear more about Renee Nicole, and we're going to see more videos. But at the end of the day, these cowards did not release the video cam, all right? These cowards did not release a video cam. You know enough about this Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs administration. If they had the receipts showing what she did and she hurt this person, right? Guess what they would have done? They would have released it. But at the end of the day, that's your people. That's your people. That's your people.
All right. Let's get to this now. Let's check this out.
Happened. This just happened an hour ago.
Breaking news out of Oregon. Local and federal sources tell ABC News federal agents shot 2 people in Portland just a short time ago. We do not yet know the circumstances, but we do know that the agents involved, we are told, are with U.S. Customs and Border Protection. The FBI is now investigating. We're also learning that the Portland City Council stopped its meeting due to the shooting. Our Alex Stone joins us now from Los Angeles. Alex, what are you learning about the shooting in Portland today?
Yeah, Lindsay, all of this unfolding right now at a time of heightened tensions, obviously, in the country. We understand from Portland police that the call came in at around 2:24 today. 2:18, they got the call. They got on scene at 2:24 in this neighborhood that you see here where the patients were found. They say that it was a call of a federal agent shooting. When Portland police got there, they found 2 victims, a man and a woman. the FBI will end up being the lead agency on this, but Portland police were the first to get there and the ones to respond in to that scene. When they got there, they were injured. The shooting had occurred. The president of the city council said this a moment ago.
There was a shooting involving 2 Portlanders in East Portland with federal agents. We are still waiting for more details, but needed to pull counselors to get a briefing and an update so that we could ensure that we were prepared to respond. I'm sorry to be delivering this news today. We are all holding both Ms. Good's family and the families of these Portlanders as we sit here. As far as we know, both of these individuals are still alive, and we are hoping for more positive updates through the afternoon.
Now, police are saying, Lindsay, they don't know the conditions on these 2 victims, that officers have determined that they were injured. They got them medical aid. They put the tourniquets on them and then handed them over to medics to care for them there. The police chief in Portland putting out a statement a moment ago, we just got it here, saying we are still in the early stages of this incident. We understand the heightened emotion and the tension that many people are feeling in the wake of the shooting in Minneapolis, and the chief asking the community to be calm right now. But they are investigating, and this shooting did occur in Portland.
Okay, we have 500 people here. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Tell us what you think about this here.
I want to know their nationality. That's the first thing I want to know. I hope that they're okay. I want to know what happened. I want to know what nationality they are, and I want to know what the next step is. What caused it? Now, they're not going to care if they're immigrants. I can tell you right now, the MAGA is not going to care if they're immigrants. The MAGA is not going to care if they're black and brown. MAGA probably won't even care if they're white. You know what I'm saying? As long as they could kiss up Trump behind, they're not going to care. But this is just going to be an escalation of what's going to happen, because this is what's going to happen next. You see, America has what is called the Second Amendment. You understand what I'm saying? So what's going to happen is that people are now going to be second amending in their car all over the place. So we're going to have an escalation of situation. You see, when people were unalive and black and brown, they didn't care so much about the Second Amendment. You understand? When the black and brown people decides to pursue the Second Amendment, it's up to them. You know what I'm saying? It's their fault, according to the MAGA community. Now you're going to have white people using the Second Amendment right to protect themselves. So it's going to be an all-out shootout as far as I'm concerned. You understand? But I want to know what the nationality of the 2 people was. I want to know that. That's one of the things I want to know. I want to know what happened. I want to know if they were part of a peaceful protest, because as far as I'm hearing, I haven't heard of any massive riots or anything that's destroying any property and stuff like that. I want to know, when they say federal agent, I want to know if it's ICE. Most likely it is ICE, and it's going to be Pop-Out City. That's what's going to be.
Do you put any accountability on Nick Shirley, because he kind of got the media going and so forth with ICE going out there?
The thing is, Nick Shirley should be sued for lying on the building that actually had children. I hope they sue him and stuff like that. But I don't know if his retardedness, excuse my language, I forgot I'm not supposed to say this word. I apologize, TikTok and everybody else. I don't know if his mental illness, his mental disability, his inability to investigate properly had anything to do with this particular case, because he did his own research. Even though it was flawed, he did his own research, and the FBI went in there and the DOJ went in there after that. That's separate and distinct from ICE. So I don't know if I would be able to directly make a connection between ICE and what he did. Now, if the federal agents, right? Guys, I'll be right back on TikTok. If the federal agents now, because TikTok just somebody's reporting my TikTok. If the federal agents now that actually did this actually were was actually part of ICE, then we could talk. But I don't know. We just gonna have to wait and find out We just gonna have to wait and find out what happened next. We just gonna have to wait and find out. All right, we're back. We back TikTok.
Okay, so today,
TikTok like us using certain words.
Donald Trump put out a statement saying that basically she was out of control. What do you think about that?
First of all, I don't listen to anything that Donald Trump has to say because Donald Trump is a liar and he's a snake. And one of these days, we're going to find out exactly what kind of time we're going to be on as America when he moves on and transition out of this world. Right? So I don't care what he has to say. I don't care what any of the leaders have to say. I want to see the video coming directly from the agent that was there. That's what I want to see. I want to see the videos. I want it released. If they had proof that this woman intentionally did that, then we need to see it as American people. The press needs to be going after freedom of information. They need to be going after that video and asking what's going on with the video and the proof and the receipt. That's what we need. That's what we need. We need to see it. So I don't care what he has to say. He's lied so many different times. I don't even understand why people are even paying attention to this fool. All he does is constantly lie. That's all. How is she out of control? The woman told them to go ahead. Okay. You could see her saying, yeah, go ahead. You pass me. I can't go. She couldn't, even if she wanted to go forward, she couldn't go forward because there were cars driving in front of her. There were cars driving in front of her. She couldn't even go forward. They're telling her to move. She's saying, go ahead. And then they unalive her. They unalive her. Hey. So we'll see. We'll see what DOJ, we'll see what FBI come out with. But I don't think they're gonna find out the truth. It's gonna be the next JFK.
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
Now, the both of us, we both were in court for Maduro this week on Monday. It's amazing how this came along and took a lot of attention away from that big case where he's saying he's kidnapped. Do you think the man was kidnapped?
Yes, he's napped. Yep. I think he was. Napped. I said it again. This man went and picked up the president of Venezuela. Now you have a lot of people who came out and was like, he wasn't legitimately he wasn't the legitimate president because he didn't win the election. But at the end of the day, Donald Trump called him the president. Everybody called him the president. The newspaper said that he was the president. Even the people who hated him said that he was the president. Whether you say illegitimate president, he was still the president. And this fool went into his country, picked up him, his wife, and brought him to the United States. Not only brought him to the United States, he brought him to New York, which is the capital that's been we've been attacked constantly by people who wants to do us harm in our city. You brought him to New York. So instead of, if you want to do an action because you feel that he's corrupt, instead of working with the Venezuelan people, working with the opposing party, you decide that you're going to pick up this man, do a military action, because now they're talking about how it wasn't a military action, it was a police action. So even if you had, which he's a liar, even if you had police go there and pick up this man from Venezuela, that would be wrong because you're not supposed to use the police in that way. And then you use the military to pick up a foreign dignity and drag them into the United States of America. And that's not even allowed according to United Nations sovereignty law. Everything about this is illegal. Everything about it is morally wrong. Now we have to worry about this fool not being able to travel internationally, because if you think, and this is the thing that I say all the time, I've been talking about, this is a new precedent. This is a new low for the clown and his cohorts. If you think that somebody is not out there prepared, waiting to pick up this mofo, you guys are insane. Because you have a lot of megas saying that, oh no, we are too brave. We are too courageous. We have the best, the most powerful military. They're not going to do nothing. Everybody forgot about 9/11. Everybody forgot about 9/11. It just surprised me how everybody forgot about 9/11, how it was set up, how people came in, how they actually took over planes, how the fact that one plane actually almost hit the Capitol, Washington, D.C. Everybody is because of the brave courage of the passenger of that flight, that they fought to get in, that the plane missed the White House. Everybody forget. People. I find people to be interested, especially in the MAGA persuaded, especially our YT.
Some of the MAGA are saying that they're going to report you to Nick Fuentes and Ben Shapiro.
Please report me. I would love. Let me tell you something. Tell Ben I say hi, and tell Nick I say hi. Tell all of them I say hi, because I can't wait to be the next Candace Owens. Please report me. Hold up, Mel. Let me have a conversation. Please report me. I can't wait to be I can't wait to be the next Candace Owens. Please do. Please, I beg you, because the thing is, I'm not paying attention to y'all YT conspiracy nut, because I don't have the time or the patience to do what Candace Owens is doing. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have the time. But if we want to have that kind of conversation, then I don't like Candace Owens. I don't like her at all. And she would not like me. She probably can't stand it, because I talk mad crap about Candace Owens. When I tell you the things that I've said about Candace Owens, me and Candace Owens would have dinner. Do you understand what this? So please introduce me to the MAGA white wing men, especially the men. I would enjoy it so much. You guys don't even know me in real life. I would enjoy it so much. So please do. Also report me to FBI, DOJ, and everybody else. Please do. Make my day. Please. I'm begging y'all.
Well, the only thing is Candace Owens calls them shorties. I guess, are they short guys? I've never seen them before.
No idea. She alleged that they ain't even got a size. She already called them. One of them apparently is perv. The other one is LGBTQ in hiding. She already outed a bunch of them already. So they let them play with. I tell them all the time, let them play with Candace if they want to. She knows them from beginning to end. But me, I don't know nothing about them, because I don't waste my time with the far right. I don't care about them. But if they want to care about me, oh, please do. Please, I want them. And please ask them, dig and search and find out all about me. Let it be a thing. Because you know something, I need a minute. Let me tell you something. I am Mama Flip Slot Channel. Please send all the megas. Please make me something. Please bring me to their attention, because I promise you, I would appreciate them doing a clip about me and one or two, because it's going to be Candace Owens' sister of the black liberal. I'm not even liberal. I'm Democrat. Center Democrat. I will be the Democratic Candace Owens with my own name. Call me Mama Flip Candace. Come on. Play with me if y'all want to. You think I'm supposed to be afraid? Here's the thing. This is another thing you guys don't understand about black folks after this election. Let me educate y'all something. Y'all did the worst possible thing in America for black folks. So we have nothing to lose. Look around. I mean, just pay attention to your coworkers, people you see in the street. We give 2 zeros in the shit. We don't care about y'all. We don't care about y'all. Y'all already destroyed everything in America. We are now living our lives. We are now looking around like, yo, what's this? What's up, sis? What's bro? What we eating? What we cooking? Where the party at? What we drinking? We don't care about y'all. Y'all can't do nothing to us. There's nothing you can do. You did the worst. Have you ever been in life? Think about your life, MAGA, and think about the worst thing somebody has ever done to y'all. Let me tell you what happened. You could either learn to live with it or move on, or it could destroy y'all. Y'all can't do shit to us. Y'all doing away with civil rights. LGBTQ people are worried now. Y'all changing and terrorizing transgender. Y'all removing Black history. Y'all so care about your YT children that y'all think that we hate on y'all. We don't even hate you. We don't care. Most of us don't even hate y'all. You understand that? Because we don't care about y'all. Y'all can't do nothing else. What are you gonna do? The only what you can do is unalive somebody.
AI says
unaliving your own.
AI says get out of the country.
I serve the country. I'm a Marine Corps veteran. Tell them that. Tell them that. I'm a Marine Corps veteran. I lost a nephew to the war. F you and F yours. This is my country. I serve my country. I don't want to hear nothing about nobody. I don't even want to hear from the veterans, because the veterans of the MAGA persuasion, y'all sorry son of a bum, promised me when I had conversation with federal veterans that life was going to be good. My fellow veterans of the MAGA persuasion said, Mama Flip, you're doing too much. You worry too much. It's going to be good. You're going to be so happy. You're going to be so, Mama Flip, you're going to be so happy. I want to show you a video. I need to, what time we got? I've been wanting to show you this video. This video is very important. This video is very important. Continue to talk, because this video is because I need to show you a conversation that I had at one time with a MAGA supporter. I want to show you the conversation I had. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna have to change. I'm gonna change you guys around so I can look for this video. Sorry, I want to show you guys this video real quick. Do you mind? Can you hold on a second?
Yeah, take your time. We want to ask it. Each and every one of you guys hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Mama Flips is expressing herself in regards to what happened this week. What do you guys think? We want to hear from you in the comment section. Tell us if you think that this was a justified event that happened to the young lady, 37 years old. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat if you think that this was unjustified and terrible. Tell us what you think in the comments. We're going to go through it. We're going to see who thinks what. All right.
Even if she was at fault, even if she was, and she wasn't at fault, but even if she was at fault, can you just imagine that people could honestly sit here and justify unaliving someone because of a car?
Yeah. Okay. So Brian says it was justified. Okay. 1 for Brian. Deb White says no. Okay. Phil says no. Bo says no. We get a lot of no's. Okay. Maverick says yes, it was justified. Stinson says another unhinged woman. The brother is cool. Sister just chill with you. Okay. They think you're unhinged. Okay.
I'm glad they think I'm unhinged, because guess what? Guess what I'm defending? I'm defending their white sister. That's what I'm defending. I'm unhinged. I'm defending your white sister because you guys don't give a damn about them unaliving one of yours. Call me unhinged if you want to. You guys are clowns because you don't care that they're unalived or one of your white tea sister on camera, because you guys don't give a damn, because you guys are selfish, egotistical maniacs. So you can call me unhinged anytime you want to. I care about Renee Nicole. I care the fact that she was unalived unjustly. I care that her family now have to grieve because of the guy that you put in the White House and his antics. I care about justice. I care about the fact that this coward in his White House and the FBI and the DOJ has not released the cam yet. Where is the video so that we could be told what happens? Because if she intentionally tried to do away with that officer, then we should know about it so that we could. I won't retract, because I'm going to tell you right now what they did was wrong. But at least we will be able to see what the hell happened. But they're cowards, and you guys are cowards because you guys are allowing him to do all this stuff to your own people. You guys are cowards. So call me unhinged if you want, but I'm defending your people.
Mr. How Hot says he's not going to stand around and let you ruin this country.
Oh, yeah. Well, try to do. What are you going to do? Explain to me what you're going to do in order to stop me. Please give me details, since you are such a brave person. Please give me details of what you're going to do to stop me from speaking, using my First Amendment right to speak my opinion. Please explain to the rest of us what you planning on doing.
A lot of people in the audience are saying she should have followed the rules. It's that
What
simple.
rules? They told her to move, and then they told her to get out of the car. What rules exactly was she supposed to follow, ladies and gentlemen? Explain to me the rules that she was supposed to follow when they were giving her multiple rules that she didn't know which way to go. She did not know.
The officer that rode up on her, he said, "Get out of the effing car." And
After they
he
told
reached.
her to move. After they
reached.
told her to move the car. That's
So
what they did.
So what do you think about that, though?
After they told her to move the car. That's the problem that we have here. And this is what several people were saying. They told her to move the car. She was telling them to go ahead, go around me. Go around me. You understand what I'm telling you? And she was in fear of her life. She doesn't even know who these people are. She's in fear. So there's several things that was going on. Again, we want to wait. I want to wait until I see the video. Everybody arguing with me. I want to wait until I see the video. Is this the video? I think I got it. Yep, I have it. All right. I want to know. Okay, good. Can we play this video? Hold on. All right. I'm going to bring it up so you guys could see. This is a conversation that I had with a mega. Hold on, let me share this with you. You guys don't give a damn about your own people. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. All right, you could show it. Let me know. Let me know if you're interested, so we can play this. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Let me give you a preset. So anyway, Donald Trump decided that he wanted to speak at Madison Square Garden. A lot of people. There was two groups of people. There was a Make America Great contingency, and there were other people protesting. I was part of Common Defense, which is a veteran organization that believes in stopping the war. Yeah, because I'm a veteran. So we were out here protesting the fact that Trump was at Madison Square Garden, especially after he talked about the Latinos in Puerto Rico and also about his, third world country. So I met this gentleman. He's a MAGA supporter, and we ended up having a conversation. Let's see how the conversation went. Let's go. Oh, it's an hour, so we're not gonna play the whole hour, but let's see how it starts and stuff.
No sound.
And the reason why I'm playing this is so that you guys can have a better understanding in the community of how the MAGA supporter. Now, this guy is a Latino MAGA supporter. All right. So are you okay, Mel, with me playing this?
There's no sound.
You don't hear any sound?
No, turn it up, perhaps.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Is it high as it could go? Hold on, let me see. I don't think I believe you guys, you can't hear it at all.
Let's ask the audience. Can you guys hear the video?
You can hear it? Hold on. I'm gonna stop this again. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, the sound is on.
They say turn the device sound up.
Turn the device sound up? Yeah, this is as high. Hold on 1 second. This is as high as it could go unless I send you the link.
Yeah, that might be the best thing here.
You want me to send you the link to this?
Paul said, where did you get it? CNN?
Mm-hmm. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna try to play it again. If you can't hear it, then I'm gonna have to send them the link. Can you hear it?
No, we don't even see it now.
You can't hear it because I haven't put it back on yet. Hold on, let's share this. Let's share it one more time. Let me know, and then after that I will. Okay. All right. Also share audio. Let's see. Also share audio. Let me know if you can hear it.
What he does.
Huh?
Yes.
What he does.
What does he do?
He's an evil person.
Huh?
Okay, can you hear it now?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Okay, go ahead.
He's evil.
He's evil? How's he evil?
He's evil in every way. He's a felon. He's a sexual predator. He hates Jewish people. He said it.
Listen.
He hates Jewish people. He said it. In fact, let me tell you something, my Jewish brothers and sisters. I'm a black woman. Hold on. I'm not even going to argue with someone who I don't understand your religion, so I'll show you respect. I'm telling you, he asked me my opinion. You could have your opinion. All right? He's not coming to him. I'm not going to argue with a Jewish person because you're a Jewish male. I'm not going to do that to myself. I'm not even going to bother.
I love Jews, by the way. God bless you, man.
No, I love
You're the land of God.
I love Jews.
You're the land of God.
But I love Jews too, but I'm not going to argue with a Jewish brother about his religion. It doesn't make sense to me. You understand? So they'll be disrespectful because he's Jewish and he's wearing his Jewish attire. And technically, he's not even supposed to be talking to me because they have certain, trust me, I have Jewish friends. Depending, no, he's not. Certain women, they look bad or they respect their own women, which I respect that, right? So depending on when they go to weddings and everything, they're supposed to be separate. It's when he locked the Muslims out of New York and he shut down the airport and some of my Muslim I want to.
I came here back in 1970 from Colombia, South America. Okay. The steps that I took or that my parents took to bring me here, we had to go to the embassy, get a visa. You know what a visa is?
I'm Haitian descent, I should tell you that.
I'm sorry?
I'm a Haitian descent.
Oh, okay, great. So you know the whole process. So you are a legal immigrant. Am I correct in saying that, or are you illegal?
My father was illegal.
Your father was illegal.
Yeah.
And then what? He became legal?
He came through. He ran through the airport from Canada.
From Canada.
Yeah. So I have one illegal and one legal.
Okay.
Yeah. They got married. They made me. Yeah.
So you know
both sides.
You know the whole process.
I know
and like I said, I didn't like what Trump said about the people from Mexico. Okay. Why? Because I am an immigrant, and I didn't like what he said.
Yes.
Okay. And this is what he said. He said that Mexico is not giving us their best. They're bringing in rapists and drug dealers and this and that. And even some of those people, they're very nice people. Some of those people. That's what he said. Okay. The thing that got to me was that I didn't like it at first, but he was telling the truth. He was telling the truth. Okay. Does Mexico bring us their best?
Now, again, the reason I'm showing you guys this, Mel, is that so you could see the mindset, and I'm going to skip it because we had a core conversation about Trump himself, so you could see the mindset of the Latinos and the MAGA supporters, and this guy is an immigrant, right? So let's continue a little bit more, and I'm going to move it forward.
And what are their best?
A lot of Mexican people are here.
They are hard workers. I know that. I know a lot of Mexicans. They are very hard. He did. He told me. He said, and some of them are really nice people. That's what he said.
You have Republican presidents and Democrat presidents. If he came here to unite people, we'll have a conversation. All he's been doing was evil stuff. Like, even his language is evil. He could have united everybody. He could have been the Trump of the Clinton. He could have been the people's president. He could have been the best Republican president because everybody loved him as a celebrity. But that's not what he did. He came here and he made people angry. He brought out
how did he make him angry?
Because he made it allowable to no longer be polite. You understand? At one time, we didn't say that there was a racism.
What was?
He made it illegal. This area, this environment, we never had this. We never had this.
Right.
I'm 56 years old. We've never had this kind of hatred and stuff like that.
But why do you hate the guy?
Because of that, because of his action, because of what he created, the environment that he created.
Did he create that environment, or was the mainstream media who created this?
As a Haitian descendant, we do not eat cats and dogs. We don't do it. I promise you.
Okay.
As a Haitian woman, my mother, my grandma, no. I'm giving you the Hispanic part. I'm telling you, as a Haitian woman, we do not eat cats and dogs.
Okay.
All right, just take my word for it. All right.
Okay, but do they kill cats and dogs?
You guys kill cats and dogs.
Who kills cats and dogs?
Everybody, unfortunately, guys, no disrespect to my people, but cats and dogs don't get killed either. They got run over, they get run forward.
It's like free food.
When you say free food,
Like, okay, I see a goose. Okay,
this is what for you guys is not a ritual, but it's the same concept. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. A voodoo party, they will kill a chicken and they will cook it, right? They don't do the whole shit. So after that, we started talking about, because he said that that Haitian people kill and eat chickens or something. But I want to get to the immigrant part of the conversation, right? When you invite your family members.
Let me make my point.
Go ahead.
And ever since the Haitians moved in, there were a lot of geese.
All right, I go to the houses when everybody lose everything.
Sorry, do you think that those people, not only the people in Haiti, all these Venezuelans here, they're getting $5,000.
Here we go.
Tourist visa. All right.
For many years, the immigrants, they were accusing the immigrants of being welfare people. That was their biggest issue.
Sorry, no.
All right, here we go. I wanted to play the immigrant part, and then after that, I'm gonna stop the live. You still here, Mel? We good?
Yes, go ahead.
All right, come on. That's what I'm telling you. That's what it is. Okay. I promise you. The reason back in those days when my mother came, the reason why they were mad at the immigrants because they thought that the immigrants were going to become welfare moms and dads.
Okay, the process that my family had, was go to the embassy in Colombia, and let me tell you a whole story. My mother and my father, they came here.
I'm on live, by the way. I should have told you. We're on live. I'm having a conversation, guys, with the Texas reporter. I'm actually having a conversation. Go ahead.
Okay, my mother came here first, right? And my father came after her. Okay, they came here on a tourist visa. All right, my mother started doing all the paperwork to become a legal resident. Okay, she went back to Colombia, where we were 4 of us, 3 brothers and my sister, including me. Okay, we went to the embassy in Bogota, and she had to show that we were self-sufficient, self-reliant. Okay, that means that she had a job and she was not going to be a burden to the government. She was not going to, because the government was not going to give her anything. Okay, so that's how we came here. I mean, that's why I say the government. But do you think that those people, not only the people in Haiti, all these Venezuelans here, they're getting $5,000 cash.
Now, I want to pause this. You notice how he talked about the Venezuelans, right? You notice how he focused on the Venezuelan people when he started communicating the fact that that he has an issue, because I believe he came from Colombia, right? He has an issue with the fact that the Venezuelans coming in and making big money through the administration. I'm going to play a little bit more and then we're going to stop. Let's continue to see what he had to say about the Venezuelans. Hold on. Okay, are we bringing it back in? Let me know. Okay, let's play a little bit more so you can see what he had to say about the Venezuelan. Let's go.
To do anything they want with that money, and $30,000 to do anything they want with that money. Do you think that's fair?
I actually believe that the immigrants should come here. I do believe that. Let me tell you
how.
Why.
Legally, illegally, it doesn't matter to you?
To me, I would be fake to say I could choose a side that I can't, to be honest with you. I can't choose a side because my father came here illegal, my mother came illegal. So I'd be fake to take a side. So I'm just going to stay in the middle. I'm going to be specific on this, right? But I will say that there's a lot of suffering, and I think that people should come here. And if they come here, we can't put them in the street. We need to be able to provide resources for them. However, I'm also a community board member, right? I'm just saying I'm a community board member. My community don't like that, right? Because they say that resources is coming out from them to support people coming in. I'm saying we will always grow. We will always don't have enough housing.
The day I die, I'm a Trump fan.
Don't blame the immigrants coming in when we didn't have it in the first place. We need to fight for what we want, because nothing changed. Before the immigrants came, we still was hungry. We still didn't have enough housing. We still had gun violence. We still had sexual violence. Now all of a sudden the immigrants came, we want to blame them. I think that's unfair.
I'm glad you said that.
That's how I feel.
It's
almost like a welfare idea again, because my mother, because she was Haitian, they didn't know how hard my mother worked to come here.
Right.
They thought that we were welfare children because she came from Haiti. That's what I'm saying. So I'm living that life. I'm actually living. I live that life.
Okay.
Now, I'm successful now, but you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
I've lived it. So I know all the.
But do you think the government is doing good work when they give your tax money, my tax money, and all that stuff? You are in total support of that.
I'm in support of public.
But you don't get jealous, you know, like saying, how come these people are getting $30,000 and all that? That's oh, okay.
I'm one of those.
All right,
I'm one of those.
you're one of those.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm one of those.
But the thing is that it pisses me off. It pisses a lot of people off that what they're doing with our tax money is giving it away to people that are not supposed to be here in the first place.
Here's the thing, and this is where we believe that it's hatred, right?
Okay, I understand that.
This is why we believe it's hatred.
I understand that.
Because
Okay.
you are so selfish. This is not you personally, but the ideal is so selfish that it's all me, whereas the rest of us want to help other people.
Sorry, it's not me.
But
Okay.
this is where the anger comes in.
Okay. Okay, let me ask you another question. Then. Why are we doing that with the homeless people?
I believe the homeless people need help. Yes, I believe the
But
homeless
why
people need
then?
help.
Why doesn't the government?
All right, so I just wanted to show this. I just wanted to show you this video of I'm sorry, I wanted to show you this video. Right now, it was an hour and a half, a great conversation. At the end of the day, we shook each other's hand and everything like that. We had a great conversation, but it just goes to show what I wanted to show you is the fact is that when it comes to MAGA community, right? Whether it's Latino, and I'm talking to a Latino brother from Colombia, the hatred is so intense when it comes to the immigrant that even their own kind, even their own Latino brothers will turn their back against them because he feels that the government is giving them too much, that they shouldn't come to this country if they need help. This is the environment that we are in, to the point that the hatred is so intense that ICE would actually use the same hatred and unalive one of their own. They would unalive one of their own because they are so stagnant in this idea that people who's hungry and needy should not come to America, that they would actually use that hatred, that fear, to actually unalive their own white tea people. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. It's insane to me. And as I was telling him, I said to him very clearly that I don't believe, and that was before this woman was unalive, because a lot of people are calling me name on the chat. I'm actually having a conversation with a Latino MAGA immigrant who came out there to support Donald Trump, right? We're actually having a full-blown conversation. The conversation was a great conversation. He goes in and he talks about they get $30,000 a month. I don't know how everybody's getting $30,000 a month, how they're living, they're getting free housing and everything. He went in, and his whole argument of the reason that's coming there is because he didn't like the immigrants coming to America. That's his whole argument. He even went as far as when he was talking about Mexican. When we at one time we talked about Puerto Rico, and I said that, you know, why would he say that about Puerto Rico? Yeah, Puerto Rico is dirty. I mean, like, and he's focused so intensely on the Venezuela that is so crazy to me that right now that Donald Trump chose his first act to nab a president from another country, he chose to nab the president of Venezuela. And the Venezuelan people are so grateful because they said that this man was horrible. And this Colombia MAGA community is begrudging the Venezuelan people from even coming here. It's just pure insanity. But I just wanted to show you exactly what was going on. What happened with that interview. And this is the environment we are. This is why this woman got unalive, because it's the same hatred. And I spoke to him, I think, in 2023, right before the election, right? This is the hatred that we have. 2024. The election was November 2024. This is the hatred that we have to deal with. This is the environment that we're dealing with. This is the environment that they could unalive a white tea woman in the beginning, middle of the day in her car. This is what's happening.
Would you like to see Maduro set free to go back home?
Yes, I think we should send him back home. Now, don't get me wrong. If he's doing the harm, If he's doing the harm that the Venezuelan people feel that he's doing, then what should have happened is that if the American government wants to be involved, they should have worked with the opposing party, the one that they believe is the rightfully elected president, work with them and their administration in order for the Venezuelan people to come up with a plan to what to do with their own president. He had no right to pick up this man and his wife and bring them to the United States, especially since the law says, the United Nations law says that all presidents have sovereignty and cannot be touched. So I don't want the MAGA supporters, if once they decide to touch Trump and pick him up, there's not much we're going to be able to say or do. Because no president now in any country is going to be safe moving forward. Because they could touch him at any time. And if you were talking about, oh, no, they will never be able to, y'all keep playing around. Y'all need to do your research and go back to 9/11 and see how many years, how many planning and stuff like that they did. We don't know who's in this country right now. We don't know who's in this country. And even if they don't go after him, they could go after the clown vice president. Or they could go after family members. Nobody is safe right now because he just moved the goalposts to hell. There is no coverage right now. There's no laws right now. We are currently in hell. So anything that could happen right now. There's no
Richard said that woman got killed because she broke the law and tried to kill an officer.
You're a liar, Richard. And that's it. And if that's the case, release the video. Release the video. You're a liar. And that's it. We don't have to agree or disagree. I saw the video. I saw several videos and several angles. It showed that the ICE agent made a fatal error. He shouldn't have been outside anyway, because if he was so in fear that he got jumped because he's such a coward, I wonder what he did to the alleged immigrant that beat him up. He's such a coward that he couldn't even take on another man because apparently the male immigrant was a man. He's so scaredy that he had to unalive a white woman. He's a coward. Let him show the video to show what she actually did. If they have the receipt, show the receipt. Until they show the receipt, they unalive that woman deliberately, and they need to be held accountable. Show the receipt. They could very easily come out and show it and be like, hey, people, so people could be like, oh, man, I'm sorry that she unalive, but I could see what he's saying. We've seen so much videos in these situations, and we know as a society, when there is something wrong, they do not share the receipts. We know this in every single unaliving case. When the officer is in the right, you see the video right away. Here you go. Here you go. And we see it over and over and over and over and over again. That the officer was right. The camera was wrong. The black person was wrong. The black man was wrong. But when it comes to someone being unalive, unarmed, we see nothing. There's nothing. We don't see any evidence.
Right.
We have to now go to court. The family needs.
MAGA has become synonymous with Christianity, but why do people call it a cult?
They're a cult because they don't want to see the truth. That's why they're a cult. A cult is you don't care about anything except for that particular person. You don't care if they're a perv. You don't care if they're a sexual predator. You don't care if they're a liar. You don't care if they're a thief. You don't care if they're a draft dodger. You don't care if they're a cheater. You don't care who their friends are. You don't care if they allow their administration to be run rampant. You don't care if they put rapists on as the leader of an agency. You don't care that they created a coup where their vice president was going to have a news party. You don't care that about 5 to 7 people was unalive as your coup. You don't care that he lied and said that the election was stolen, even though the election wasn't. You don't
Donald Trump
just want that one person.
But Donald Trump is a Christian, though.
I'm still waiting for somebody to tell me what church he goes to. Have we figured that out yet? As we figured out what church he go to, I'm still waiting for his church. Somebody tell me, can somebody tell me what church Donald Trump go to every Sunday? Because I know former President Biden went to church. We saw him at church all the time. Can somebody point a church that Donald Trump goes to every Sunday? And then we could start talking about how much of a Christian he is. Just tell me which church. Or point out because I know there's a white tee, crazy looking conspiracy nut woman who likes to put her hands on him and pray on him every once in a while. Show me her going to the White House on a weekly basis to give him prayer hands. Show me something to show me how this man is a Christian. Anything at all. He doesn't even go to the funeral services of soldiers who are unalive or victims of pew violence. He doesn't go anywhere. He doesn't even show up. He doesn't give a damn. So just something very simple. What church does Donald Trump go to? Very simple. He doesn't even have to go every week. Maybe twice a week, twice a month, maybe monthly. Give me the name of the church that he goes to. And then we can have a conversation. I'm still waiting for that information. What church does he go to? I don't want Christians to tell me that you can't go there. I saw somebody talking about you don't need to go to church to be a Christian. That's not what I'm told. That's not what I'm told. Every time somebody talk about God fearing, show me that he look at the video, a Zoom of a church service. Show me that he even has a Zoom of a church service. Show me where there's written anywhere when it comes to Donald Trump that he has done anything with church.
In the Bible, in the book of Romans, it says you should obey your earthly masters, and that would have been Rome at the time, but also Donald Trump now. What do you say about that?
Oh,
you say
you should. What happened to the fact that no one is above God in Jesus Christ? What happened to that? What happened to that saying? When did that? How does that saying play in? Because I'm not a Bible reader, but I believe that it was said that no one shall be higher in your life than God. So where does that play into the? Where does that play in? Because I thought it was God, right? Country, family. Like where is that? So we supposed to serve what? The current leader? What happened with God? What happened? Well, no man is higher than God. Where's that?
Richard says, prove that he's a predator. Prove that he's a liar. Prove that he's broken any laws. You can't because you.
Oh Lord, please. Okay, I gotta do it again. All right, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me find it. When do I find it? Oh man, Mel, why? What you want me proof? I can give you proof. Hold up. Hold the hell up.
Oh my.
Well, I got proof for you.
You have proof on Donald Trump?
Please.
He's a righteous man.
Oh, a righteous man. Oh, I'm just so glad. Hold on. Give me a second. I want you guys, because I want to make sure. Stay right here. Stay right here for me. Stay right here for me. Please stay right there for me.
Shout out to Island Beauty. How are you?
Stay right here. I just want to make sure. Where is it? Oh, yep. Where is it? Trump and Epstein. I have several videos. Hold on. Which ones? I have a 3-hour video. I have a 5-hour video. I have, hold on. Where is the 7-hour video? Where's that one? Let me tell you. I did a 7-hour video just for you. Here it is. Hold on. Right here. Let me bring this. Hold on. No, wait a minute. Let me, because they want to know. Hold on. Hello. Okay. Let's. We're not gonna be able to show all of it, but I will be more than happy to make this public again for you. Hold on. Share it whenever you want to share it, my friend. You ready? So this is one of 5 expose that I did on Donald Trump. Let's go. All right, let's move forward. Let's move forward. I want to move forward. Let's go. Hold on. As you can see, oh, okay, good. All right, so hold on. All right. Click. Come on. Come on. We almost there. I even have a timestamp for y'all. I even have time. Look at the timestamp I have for y'all. Y'all could just all y'all do timestamp right here. The act. Okay, come on now. Let's go. Donald Trump and Epstein. Right here. Ridiculous. Let's start going to new election. Donald Trump was in the White House for 4 years, whether he got there legally or not. That's not the conversation right now. He did take over the White House for 4 years, then he lost the election. Now we're on 2024 election. We're in 2024 election, and we're right back where we were in 2022, where we have two candidates. You have President Biden for the Democrat, and you have Donald Trump for the GOP. All right, and that was prior to I did this prior to Kamala Harris coming on. Oh, now
could you tell them you met Kamala Harris, right?
Guy who's been accused. That's Donald Trump. Okay, hold on. I'm about to talk about Donald Trump. What was your question?
I said, explain to them how you met Kamala Harris.
I met Kamala Harris as an advocate for pew pew gun violence prevention work. I keep saying pew pew and I say gun violence. My gun violence prevention work. I met Kamala Harris as a senator, and we worked together for many years in my role as a pew 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 violence prevention advocate. All right, so let's go into some of this and what I had to say about Donald Trump. He's been accused of cheating, lying, stealing through his business, right? He was, again, Tish Jane coming to play. She took him to court, and he was found guilty. Right? That's why we use some of these words. Hold on. They don't care if he are some of these women. They don't care that Tish James found that he had corrupt business practices where he didn't pay his taxes correctly, where he was lying, where he paid a porn star, several a playgirl and a porn star. What's up, Stormy Daniels? Love you. To cover up the fact that he had a sexual relationship with them just before the election because he didn't want anybody to know. So that's election fraud. Okay, that's wrong. All right, so that's Stormy Daniels. We went to court on that. All right, let's continue. We have some more. So that I talked about Stormy Daniels. The media is going crazy against Biden. Where the back-to-back coverage of Trump from the massage and SA. Here we go. Let's say you are doing that. Where is the Trump coverage? Where is the fact that Trump was told for at least 41 lies? Where is the back-to-back coverage where you're talking about Biden? You say, well, Trump lied about this, he lied about this, he lied about this, he lied about that. Where is that coverage? You didn't do that. Okay. Where is the now I'm waiting for someone to do an expose about his name showing on the call log where they said that he asked for massage. Okay, now this right here was a very interesting part. They have a call log. They have a call log. In the call log, there is a message from Donald Trump in which he asked for a massage. There's a call log. I have the receipts. Right? They have call log. And prior to even we doing this whole Epstein thing, there was so much detail. I have so much receipts in this life. What happened to them talking about the fact that there's a call log in which he's asking for a massage? What about that? What about Katie Johnson in her case? Let's continue. Okay, so we're back. Trump, here we go. Comparing Katie Johnson's name on it. And the reason why I'm going to tell you about her lawsuit is she said the same thing. So because Katie Johnson dropped her case, right? Nobody decided that we right now in the middle of having a freaking R
trying to run for GOP and they have his back. They don't care who he are at all. We don't want to talk about that. There is a legitimate proof right now that has been handed to us by the courts that there's a proof right there. There's proof right here that hey, wake up everybody. Hey, there's proof right there. This guy right here, there's proof, there's evidence. We're not assuming. There's evidence right here that this man asked a young girl who was part of Jeff Epstein to massage him, right? And there's a case that was brought up, dropped again, brought up, in which the young girl said the same thing. So we don't want to do no exposés, right? We did an exposé on R. Kelly. We did an exposé on Crosby, which I both believe they should have gotten that. We did a whole thing. So you guys don't want to touch none of that. Why? Y'all afraid y'all going to be sued? You afraid you're going to be sued? So right now, I can understand. Right now, I'm talking about the media because the media was spending so much time on Biden that they decided that they would not. They didn't care about anything except for that. Now, let me see if I have the receipts right here about Donald Trump. They're not doing nothing. All they're doing is wasting their time talking about how Biden needs to step down. That's all they're doing. The media are doing the same thing. So again, let's go to Katie. I was talking about Katie. So first, hold on.
They don't show up in the call logs, but you know who does quite a bit? Donald motherfucking Trump.
Excuse the language.
Yeah, between 2004 and 2005, he was calling on the regular. That's just before he married Melania. He was calling all the time. There's all kinds of records of Donald Trump calling Jeffrey Epstein. And here's one message he left. He said, hey, I'm between girls. I just wanted to call to verify my massage. Apparently.
All right. That's in the call log. So you didn't only hear it from me. You also hear it from somebody else who actually saw the call log. Right. Then we go on. Which one this one is about? All right. Now, let's start talking about this. Felt that they were R-ing and trafficking girls, and they wanted the FBI to do something, but the FBI didn't do anything. So she ended up her clip by saying if they listened to her in 1995, then Florida and Manhattan and all these other victims would never happen. All right, so I did a whole detail about every single. I have so much receipts, so much. They start massaging, then he would like strike. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes he didn't even have to say anything. They just was intimidated because they were stuck in a room with this old man. And because they were young and they were 14 years old, they just felt powerless. It sounds similar to me here. Sound very similar. She felt the power imbalance between him. Trump was bigger than her. Also, there was a bodyguard. And some of these women said that the Maxwell was either in the room or outside the room or just led them to believe that she was there, that they were powerless. That's Trump. Continue. Receipts. Here's the call log. Let's go to the call log. Everybody talk about there's no call log. This came out prior to the election. I did this report 7 hours. I did this report on July 6, 2024. With timestamp. Let's go to the call logs. People are talking about there's no Donald Trump name could be found on these, right? Okay. And this is document directly from the Epstein file log. All right. That was part of the documentation that was released. Go ahead. Okay. They said there's a lot of people. There's a lot of notes here. All right. There's a lot of notes. So you have the aircraft, point of departure and arrival. They have remarks there and everything like that. So according to my notes, is on page 18. So let's go to page 18. Let's go to page 18. Mel, tell me if you want me to stop. I just wanted to show the actual receipts. There's a lot of people that we're talking about Donald Trump.
All right, we're down to the last 10 minutes. So if you want to just take some time to answer some of the questions.
Yes, give me 1 second. I just want to show this part. Okay. And then after that, we're going to stop. Right here. Right here. Okay. It's under 26. Mm-hmm. Right here. Aircraft. They have the aircraft.
They have from. I don't know what BBI is. I guess that's actual. That's actual from BBI. I think that's PBI. Let's see what PBI is. Give me 1 second. PBI. What is that? All right. So that, and now you have the 12-year-old daughter who was calling him Uncle Jeff. We have a lot of receipts. So I go on, and then after that, towards the end now, I go into all of the women that he, oh, here's the messages. Here's the messages right here. And some of the messages has his name on it. These are the messages that have his name on it. So all you have to do is just go into this video, and I have mad receipts. And then after that, I go in and talk about the lawsuit for Katie Johnson. So I just want to show. So anybody that says that I have receipts, I have so much receipts. I have, that's my 7-hour. I have a 5-hour video. I have a 3-hour video of Donald Trump. You can't say no proof. I have proof. I have the statements from the women. I have the articles that talked about his friendship with 3 separate sexual predators. Everything you need to find out about Donald Trump is on Google. I didn't make any of this stuff up. All I did was bring up the receipts and showed it. 7 hours full of work. And we talked about Katie Johnson lawsuit. But go ahead. You were saying. We only got 10 more minutes. Go ahead. You were saying.
So let me ask you a question.
Yes.
If the midterm elections go in the way of the Democrats, do you think Donald Trump will be impeached?
I definitely think that he's going to be impeached. They're talking about trying to impeach him now without even the midterm. They're talking about trying to impeach him now because some of the Republicans are not very happy with what he did with Venezuela. So you have some Republicans that are already catching heat already. So they even talking about they 5 people short from even starting the impeachment in March. So they're trying it now. That's according to what I'm seeing on the social media. I'm not following this impeachment because the fact of the matter is, until we get to the impeachment hearing, I don't care. I'm not hearing any of this impeachment stuff because at the end of the day, one house impeached, in order to move forward, you have to get the second. You have to get the Senate on board. So even if they impeach him, his ass is gonna sit there anyway. The best I could hope for is that the Democratic win the House, and he's a lame duck president for the rest of his term. That's the best I can hope for now, unless he go meet his maker. And I'm not talking about God. I'm talking about the other maker. You understand what I'm saying? Unless he transition out of here and move forward so we could, have a new start. Other than that, I just hope that the House come in and take over, and then so they could have at least some form of control. That's it. That's all I could hope for,
What about J.D. Vance? Do you have more confidence in him?
I don't have any confidence in J.D. Vance because J.D. Vance is a hypocrite. He's a hypocrite and he's a liar. And the thing about I don't even know who I dislike most. If it's Trump, because Trump is a snake and he's the devil himself, but he's always been that way. Ever since he was a kid in New York, he always had a reputation of being who he is. So he's always real. He's a con artist and he's a snake. He's always been, and he kept on to it, right? Whereas J.D. Vance is a hypocrite. He initially had issues with Trump. In order to win the vice presidency, he kissed his behind. So who do you trust more, a con artist or a hypocrite? They both could be the same. So I don't have any confidence in him at all. Also, I don't like the way that he is trying to disappear his wife. I don't like the fact that he is, because he want to look forward to probably running, he's trying to get her to relinquish her religion to become a Christian when that's not who you married. You married a Muslim female. You understand? You're such a hypocrite. You have no confidence to the fact that you're trying to change your wife. I honestly don't think that him and his wife going to stay married. I think that at the end of the day, if something does happen to Donald Trump prior to the next election, because I do believe Donald Trump is going to try to run again in 2028. I think that this fool is probably going to try to divorce his wife and probably marry a YT Christian woman if she doesn't change her skin color and turn into Christianity. And he's going to try to run for office. I don't know. I don't think MAGA's going to come. MAGA's not going to forgive J.D. Vance, first for not liking Trump, for disrespecting, calling Trump the H word. You know what I'm saying? The guy that ran Germany and unalived 6 million Jews, and they are not going to like him because it's his wife. So I don't think he has a chance, but who knew? I never thought that Donald Trump would come back as the leader of the world either, and here we are. But yeah, no, I don't have no confidence in him. I think he's a hypocrite. I think he's a liar, and I think that he will backstab his own mom in order to get power. That's how I feel about J.D. Vance.
Right. So, what do you think is going to happen in regards to this whole Maduro situation? Do you think he's going to be able to beat this, or you think he's cooked?
That's a great question. I think that if he's able to, first of all, the Senate, I think the House just voted that we cannot go into war with Venezuela without Congress authorizing it. So that's a good point. I think that the pressure is going to have to come from the other leaders, like people like Korea, South Korea, Russia, and China is going to have to pressure old fool in the White House to see if he could send them back. I don't think the United Nations would be too much of a force unless they make him a war criminal and stuff like that. And then other countries say that if he lived in the United States, then he's going to get arrested. I think maybe that might have an influence, but I think that he may be persuaded by money. So if I was Maduro and his people, I would start creating a Donald Trump fund and ask them to have a backdoor conversation with him, because he likes Signal and all those other backdoor apps. So I would be coming up with some money to talk to Donald Trump, have the other leaders, the dictators, have a conversation with him to explain to him why in his best interest that he could actually release Maduro back to his country, and that it would make him look like a big, strong, smart guy that is playing chess instead of checkers. You understand what I'm saying? I think that's the only way, unless the court say that they're not willing to actually go through the trial, because the court can come back and say that the way that he was actually picked up is against the law, so they're not going to go through the trial with him. So that might happen with the state. I don't know with the federal. So yeah, there's a lot of different ways, but as of now, I think this fool is gonna keep Maduro here and his wife, and they're gonna try to go through the trial and see what happened and stuff like that. But even at the end of the day, even if he's found guilty, it's gonna be hard pressed to find this guy guilty in New York unless they have like 6 Venezuelan people in the jury. It's going to be hard pressed because New York is pissed off as it is that he brought them here. So it's going to be hard to get a 12 juror to look past how he was brought here. You understand what I'm saying? Look past it. If he was brought here in another way, you might be able to get jurors to be more empathetic, because they say that, they proved that he brought rugs into the country and he brought pew-pews into the country. You may be able to find it, but the way people have to overcome the way he brought him here. So I don't know if they're going to have a show, and they might have a hang jury, but let's just say I'm completely wrong, and they actually find him guilty and he's here. All Maduro people have to do is come up with their money. And then Donald Trump, after maybe a year or so, he'll probably pardon him for some money.
All right. So we've come down to the last 2 minutes. Would you like to give some closing remarks?
Yeah. My closing remark is YT people, MAGA YT people, they unalive one of your people. And my recommendation is my thoughts on this is that they're going to unalive more, y'all. And it's going to be one that is going to be a family member of one of your MAGA brothers and sisters that's going to be pissed the hell off. This is not the first. It's not going to be the last, because right now it's not about immigrants anymore. It's not about Black and brown people. They are now targeting you guys. The rest of us can't do anything to help y'all because we are already at a disadvantage. I'm very empathetic to Renee Nicole Good's family, the mom, the ex-husband, the 6-year-old child. the community. I'm very empathetic. And if I could do something, I would. But there's nothing for us Black and brown people to do. They don't give a damn about us, our thoughts, our energies. They don't care. ICE don't care about none of us. And now they don't care about YT people. So I suggest you guys, if y'all care about yourselves, your life, your family, y'all better come out here and have a conversation with ICE and the Trump administration so they could stop unaliving y'all. Y'all go ahead, keep ignoring it if y'all want to. Y'all going to see more people unalive. I'm still waiting to see which 2 people was wounded in Portland. I'll be surprised if they're Black folks. If they're not Black folks and they're white tea, that means that it's on for white people. Y'all targets now. What are y'all gonna do? Yeah. That's all I can say. Good luck to y'all. I am waiting to see the video. If the video comes out and show that Renee Nicole Good was coming directly at the ICE agent, I still do not think he should have unalived her, but at least I could understand the panic. Do you understand what I'm saying? I think that he is a coward, and I don't think that he's trained, because he could have easily jumped out of the way and not place himself in a dangerous situation, because that's how it works. You understand what I'm saying? He could have got himself out of the way. He didn't need to be in front of that person, right? But at least if I see that he's, from his vision, his point, he saw the car going towards him and he was directly in the middle and he felt no other way, I would at least say, okay, I can understand the panic. But right now we have nothing. We have no videos. We have nothing. And Mel, you didn't show the picture. Did you find the picture of exactly where the pew pew went into the window so you could tell them, see what I saw? Did you find that picture?
No, I didn't find that.
Let's look up the picture next time so we can show. We talk about it before to see exactly why I said that he was too far on the left in order for me to see that he was hurt. You understand it? Also, right. If she hurt him, right, and he had the pew pew, then he wouldn't have had such a direct shot. It wouldn't be so exact. It would have been, his hand would have flung, his body would have flung. It wouldn't be such a, it wouldn't have been such, he's not that fast. You understand what I'm saying? So I totally believe that he overreacted, but again, he shouldn't have unalived her. Even if she was trying to use it, he could have jumped out of the way. He shouldn't have unalived. His partner shouldn't have pew pew twice on the left-hand side. None of this should have happened. But at least if we see the video, we could at least say we could understand the panic, and they haven't released the video yet.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for me to talk.
It's been nice to have you on the show, expressing yourself about this monumental case that everybody's talking about. Yeah. I would say to everybody in the audience, I don't know all the details about what happened. My position is a little bit different. And I realize that we're living in a very peculiar world, and it's not always easy to navigate. But if it's me, I would tell my child, if the police pull up on you, just give your information. There's no need to escalate the situation because it could cost you your life. No. And even for myself, you're going to let me give my speech, or you want to go?
Go ahead, and if you don't mind if I reply to that, but go ahead. You just said something.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's my fault.
Go. No. Go.
I need you to finish.
No, make your point. Make your point.
No. Okay. I need you to finish that statement before I make a reply. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So now this is my position. It's not everybody's position, right? But I've been living around quite some time, and I've been in some situations myself. And I will say that I would rather try to retain life instead of going around. I think easy is better than hard. Now, there are some circumstances where you may have to fight back or push hard, but I don't think it's necessary. I think at the end of the day, at least every time I've been stopped, I try to comply just to retain. I'd never try to litigate on side the road. And so for my offspring, not for everybody, you might tell your children something different. But for me, I'm going to tell my family members, I have a lot of young ones coming up now, and they're driving and they're on side the road, and all this is happening. And I tell them, listen, just give your information, keep your hands visible, don't make any sudden moves, don't have a hot head. There's no need to have a hot head, and try to be peaceable where possible. And that's just my position, and that's what I stand on. I don't, you go to places you might be targeted. That's a different conversation, right? But this is where I stand. The other thing is we have so many people on the left, on the right. I think it's great for us to have these, the various discussions. It's like a crucible. It helps you to cement or to really burn down to find out what your true core principles are. And so when we have these discussions from both sides of the aisle, hopefully we can have a meeting of the mind, and it's not like we want to go out in the street and take somebody's life because they don't agree with some of your concepts. So that's my position on the matter. Everybody's different, but that's where I sit. Now, the other point I want to make is it's nice to have so many. We had thousands of people come in tonight, and I know a lot of people came in because they want to go to war. Most people like that. When we try to have a peaceful conversation, we put people to sleep, right? We put people to sleep. They don't want to hear it. But when we go to war, everybody comes a knocking, right? So we like to have these tough discussions. A lot of people complain tonight and they say, oh, why you do da 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 da? Because it's great conversation, right? And I know you guys love it. Even the people that pretend that they don't, they like having these tough conversations. And that's why the numbers are probably so crazy on this night. And this is probably one of the high in demand discussions of the week, because we're going to go there, and Mama Flips is going to let it all out. And it's a beautiful thing because she's able to touch on some of the subjects that we don't have. For all of the people that complain, you should be asking the question about who's leading your party. Democrats, you don't have a leader. The Republicans, oh my, what a nightmare. So at the end of the day, we should all be able to look at a situation and come to a conclusion based on facts, and for each individual, right? And not just what we want them to be. Like Mama Flip said, Donald Trump, he could do anything in the world. You love him so much, you're so brainwashed, he can do no wrong. Joe Biden, the same way. You love him so much. Oh, Joe Biden, he's a Catholic. Oh my God, he's something like Jesus. He's something like the Son of Man. He could do no wrong. You see how foolish this is? So all I'm saying is it's nice to have so many people coming through. I just ask that you guys try to be peaceable and not hit below the belt. And I thank you all for coming in tonight. Mama Flips, you can make your point.
Going backwards, the Democrats did not feel that Biden was Jesus Christ and incarnated. If they did, that he would have still been running for president, and he wouldn't have been asked to drop out. The Democrats are the party of letting people go. They don't have the same cultish behavior as the MAGA community. The MAGA community doesn't care what their leaders do. They're going to support them, whether they're rapists or liars or stuff like that. Whereas the Democrat will let somebody go. Al Franken is a prime example, even if they're joking about essays. We lost several governor official for even a suggestion. So to even equate the two, I think is wrong. I think MAGA is more loyal and more cultist than the Democratic Party. Now, to go to your statement as far as telling your children, your black males, your black children to cooperate, especially the black men. We all do it because we're afraid of the action. But I wanted to tell you, even if they do not react, they will be unalive. I was talking earlier about Philando Castile. Remember when I said the young man that was unalive in his car with his girlfriend? His name is Philando Castile, a 32-year-old. They said African black man was fatally unalive during a traffic stop by a police officer. Let me tell you what the statement was. Let me tell you, because I remember this statement right here. Castile, who was a licensed carrier of a pew-pew, told Yanzi that he had a pew-pew. Yanzi replied, "Don't reach for it then." Castile responding, I was reaching for, and which Yancy replied, "Don't pull it out." Castile replied, I'm not pulling it out. And Randall say, he's not. Yancey again say, don't pull it out. The police officer then pewed 7 close range, hitting him 5 times, and he unalive. Do you see the conversation? Even in a conversation when a police officer is saying, don't do it, and the person in replying saying, I'm not doing it, they're still alive. So even if you comply, even if you're honest and say what you have, these officers are so untrained, so cowardly, that they're going to unalive you any which way. Even if your hands is here, they're going to do it. It's not based on the actual motorist. It's based on the officer's thought process. And they have an intense fear of anybody that is black and brown. If it was a white male, that white male would have probably got it out of there alive, because that white officer wouldn't have feared for his life. So I just wanted to just say that I appreciate your comment, but I do like when you say other stuff, but we need to make sure that we tell the community the truth is that sometimes you don't have to do nothing. You just have to drive and be in a car. You just have to jog down a neighborhood. You just have to knock on a door. You could be a mother coming to talk to another neighbor because she profiled your child. You could be in bed with your man sleeping. And in each of these situations, you could be unarmed, and you could be black in America, and you could be gone. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you, everybody, for giving me the time. This conversation, I told Mel already that I wasn't even on no time. Today was going to be a rough one. You know how I come here and sometimes I was pissed today.
So I just want you to just clarify though. So what are you going to tell your kids? That's what I want you to answer.
I have 2 grown men in my family, and I tell them the same thing you tell your sons. I tell them the same thing you tell you tell my sons. In fact, I went a step further. You see, because of who I am, I was able to give my children something to carry that would gain some respect. That would gain some respect. So my sons was able to have certain identification that had police officers thinking, okay, yeah, maybe I don't want to mess with them. So I was lucky in that regards that where I work, I'm able to afford such a thing. So my sons is given a certain respect. Also, one son is a former correction officer, right? My son, former correction officer, and the other one is a big time celebrity in New York and nationally. So as adults, they're able to have their own lives and stuff like that. But when they were growing up in the community, I was known by a lot of people. I was able to give them something to help them out. But even in that case, I told them the same thing. I said, you have to be careful out there. You can't be ignorant, because my oldest son was the ignorant one, not the younger one so much. He's the one, younger one is the one that became a correction officer. But my oldest one wanted to have an argument with police all the time. And we had the conversation. You have to be very careful. You don't want to move. You don't want to do too much. So at the end of the day, he actually started recording. As soon as they come to the car, he started having he had a camera in the car. He would record them. So his thing was like, because at first he's like, Mom, I hear you, I hear you, I hear you. So he's like, Mom, I already know what time it is. As soon as they come to the car, I said, yes, officer, can I? He probably don't say yes, officer. He said, yes, may I help you? And he said, I just want to let you know I'm recording.
Okay. All right.
That's what my son did.
Paul says, just please tell them to pull out their license. Don't create a problem for the safety of their children. All right.
People don't want to listen. They do pull out their license. That's what you guys are not listening. All you have to do is just Google it. Just Google unarmed motorists unalived in around the country and see how many of them was doing exactly what they were told. What people don't understand is you have a lot of these police officers that are not trained. They are out here afraid of people that don't look like them. It doesn't matter if your hand is on the wheel. It doesn't matter if you tell them that I have a pew-pew. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's the officer himself. The officer are afraid. They're scared. You understand what I'm saying? So no matter what you do, if you get the wrong police officer, you're unalive. You're not coming home, period. That's what it is. That's how it is in America. But again, don't worry about us, black folks. We are sitting back. We are being very careful right now of our lives. You guys need to not worry about your white folks. Y'all need to worry about your women, because it's no longer a difference in America now, right? If they don't care any more about your white women than they care about us black folks. So y'all better be watching about y'all white people. That's what I'm saying.
All right, very good. What a good way to end the show. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week with Mama Flips on Thursday night. Tomorrow, I will be in court for Luigi Mangione in the federal courthouse. Mama Flips probably will be there too, I imagine. So we will be reporting on Luigi Mangione for, let's see, 3 weeks. We had the hearing at the state level courthouse where we covered this case. Now tomorrow starts the federal case. So this case could lead to him losing his life because this is a death penalty case. So this week, starting off on Monday, we covered Maduro and his wife in court. I was in the main courtroom. I came back and I reported about it. We also covered Sean Diddy Combs, Donald Trump's case where he received 34 felonies. Tomorrow we start again Luigi Mangione federal, and then on Monday I'll be covering L.A. Reid. L.A. Reid has a case starting on Monday. It's a sexual type of situation. I probably shouldn't use that word. Let's use YouTube-friendly words, all right? But anyway, a lot of cases coming up. We report on it, but typically every day at noon I have news at noon, and then throughout the week at 8 o'clock at night we have various shows. And you saw one tonight that was really good. And we had a lot of participation. Thank you guys for sharing your time, because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here tonight enjoying this conversation with Mama Flip. And she's amazing. Thank you so much. Have a good night. And everybody be well. We'll see you soon. And remember, easy is often better than hard. So I know everybody has a differing of opinions, but show your ID, follow the rules, and it might get you a little bit further. You will run into bad people, no doubt about it, but I think you should try to comply. It works better for you in life. It works better in court. You might be able to preserve your life. Thank you so much. Have a good night, everybody. All right? Thank you.
Different voices, but the same song. Loving a world where we all belong. Kindness leading the way, breaking the chains. In the symphony of love, the flame remains. Embracing diversity, brighter days in sight. Watching the world sharing love and light. Peaceful flight, colors of harmony, painting the night. United we stand in love's pure might. Watching the world sharing love and light. Hearts beating as one in our peaceful flight. The colors of harmony, painting the night. United we stand in love's pure might.